everybody. Welcome to Thursday Night Live with Bill Tucci.
Behold his mighty hand.
Tucci gang, Tucci gang, Tucci gang, Tucci gang, Tucci gang, Tucci gang, Tucci gang.
Just want to manage expectations.
Weird.
This is the worst.
What's up, guys? Lame.
I know what
up,
that bell means, Billy.
I know the bell. The bell has a long story.
It does.
What's up, my friends? Good to see you guys. Welcome everybody to a very special Thursday Night Live with Billy Tucci. We are. I know a lot of people are streaming tonight at this time. I know we usually go at 9 o'clock, but we're going to go a little while because we all got a ton of work to do.
That's right.
And we're in work mode, man. We are producing, we are writing, we are illustrating, we are printing, we are editing, we are promoting. And tonight we are here to promote the Deadly Trio. And I'd love to introduce my two pals. What is that, Brian?
That's the premiere edition of the Deadly Trio. Holla. Whoa.
Oh, look at that. So we're going to go over. So what we have is a Jimmy, Brian, and myself, and I, a few years back, 2 years back or so, that Jimmy came up with an idea that why don't we all do something together since we hang out all the time. We have a lot of fun. And just to throw everything at the wall and see what ends up sticking. And what ended up sticking was the craziest outer space vixen, epic, sci-fi, sexy, humorous, a lot of heart, right? A lot of sadness in it. Project called the Deadly Trio, created by the three of us, along with Amanda Connor, of course. And we're going to be launching next Wednesday at 8 p.m. What time are we launching? Your time.
8 o'clock your time.
Okay, so it is 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for me and Jimmy, which would be then 6 o'clock Mountain Time for Brian Pulido, 5 p.m. Pacific Time, and I guess Central it's 7. So we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have a party. Debbie's coming. I don't know if Francisca's coming.
She'll be there.
Amanda better be here.
Of course you will.
Get some wine, and let's launch this book, so this is a graphic novella, a self-contained story with an awesome ending, though. It's something that we are in hopes that will become a continuing series that we just get crazier and crazier. And the most extraordinary thing about this book, guys, it is done.
Yes.
All we got to do is print. The comic will be 32 pages, 26 pages of story and art, a lot of fun, cool behind-the-scenes stuff in the back. And, yeah, we just wrapped up the lettering with veteran letterer Marshall Dillon the other day, and we are literally we're at the starting line where we just have to press that button when you guys and gals out there back this campaign, let us know you're into it, and we'll go to press. Boom.
Yeah, I've found in the past too, having the books done makes the campaign for us even easier to do because we can not only answer all your questions, but we can get everything prepped. And for me, it's always like I want to get these books as soon as possible, and having them done and not having to wait 18 months or I still have some Kickstarters I backed from 3 years ago. I'm still waiting on. It's not going to be the case with this. If anybody knows Coffin Comics, the way they deliver this, since Brian is going to be handling all this, they deliver, man, the stuff is on time. It looks great. It's packed beautifully. As a matter of fact, when you open those packages, there's so much extras. You really just have to have something under you to catch everything because it's just he does such a great job. Billy and I both knew it's like we got to put it in Brian's hands to fulfill this campaign because out of all of us, he's got the crew, He's got a spaceship worth of people working on it, hitting out in area 51 or 52,
Correct.
I think, right? Wherever
Exactly.
you guys are.
Well, we're in this crazy Addams Family-like building that seemed custom built for us. Not true, but it just something we found, and we stuck our flag in it. But you're right. That's true. Thank you guys for entrusting me in this. But it's true. We are ready to rock and roll on this one. All good. And in fact, Jimmy, many years ago, before I ever did a Kickstarter, I called you. We got on the phone, and you were kind enough to tell me. I asked you. I was like, should I have it done or not done? And you said, if you could have it done, it'll help. And that's what I did from the very beginning. And I got to tell you, it does. It makes it a rocket ship. Like when it's done and you could get it out there within 8 to 10 weeks, it starts building momentum for it and excitement. So it was you. You're the person who inspired me to go in the direction I went.
Well, I had to learn from experience. I out of the three of us, I was the first one to actually work with Kickstarter. And I learned I made some mistakes along the way, but that's of course how you fine tune your process. And it's always been for me, because I don't want to spend the time trying to finish the thing. Like to me, I need to stay focused. Yeah. And like right now I'm working on a Painkiller Jane book that won't be for the new year. 2 or 3 times I thought, let me do it before New Year. And then I started realizing, well, I'm coloring it too. I don't want to be rushed. I want this thing to look great. And with the Deadly Trio, we've been working on this for a while. It's not something we knocked out in the past month or two. This has been something we've been working on all year. Yeah. And we've been fine tuning it in every sense of the way. I mean, Adriana, went crazy with the art. Having 3 art directors is not the greatest thing for any artist. And we love her for putting up with us. Yeah. But she really knocked it out of the park. Every page, as you're seeing, is beautiful. And then we had Giuliano come in and color it. And again, 3 art directors looking at the coloring, but every page is just stunning. I mean, I'm so proud of every page of this. And then getting somebody like Marshall Dillon, who has the greatest name, by the way. It's definitely it's definitely a cowboy name if I ever heard one. I think
all his siblings, they named them names like that too.
Yeah,
like Dylan, I love it. There's like Hunter Dillon and something like that. I think
it's a great name. But anyway, Marshall. Again, if we want to talk about the process of lettering, when 3 of us were finally done with the script, we proofread, we went over, we made changes. This was not a book that was written, drawn, and then sent out. This was something that was babied, looked over, processed. What's the best way to tell this part of the story? What's the best way to do that? And we're really happy with it. I saw Adriana at a convention, and she just came up and gave me a hug and said, I'm so happy to do this. I love this book. I want to do more. And I said, that's up to the people if they're going to back it or not, whether we can do another one. So we're hoping when you guys do, if you do back it, that you also spread the word for us, because that means everything to us.
It's true. Each and every person who contribute creatively on this really put their passion and their soul into it. I mean, even with Marshall, Marshall and I have worked together for 10 years plus. He does all our logos. And sometimes, he has a vision, and I give him a lot of latitude on sound effects, because he'll actually just he'll really work it out. He's like, I don't think it would sound like this. I'm like, how would it sound? And he's like this. And I'm like, okay, let's go with it. And Marshall also authored some of the creative interpretations of the various characters' voices. So yeah, everyone who was involved really loves comics. I mean, Marshall's another one. He's just like, he's an OG. He's a total multi-decade comic fan, as well as being a professional. So it was great to have him on board. He provided a lot of cohesiveness to it as well.
Yeah, and he's very patient. So I love that about him.
He has patience of a saint. But he's also, it was funny when you guys offered him up at dinner, it's like, okay, he's going for the dinner. I get it.
Yeah, no. I mean, look, I everybody I work with, if I'm going to push them a little harder or make them do stuff over, I do want to take care of them, because I understand everybody's time is precious, and I don't want to be that a-hole that doesn't appreciate people. I appreciate everybody working, including you guys. So the me saying it's a dinner, it's sort of like getting myself a gift, because I get to hang out with these guys. So
this is true.
Yeah. And for me personally, this was by far the smoothest intercompany crossover project I've ever encountered in my life. You guys are true pros. That you took the lead. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of it. And it was just a pure joy. It really was. It was just an amazing experience. And a book that I'm so proud of. When the final lettering came through, and we're all like, anything else? And I think Amanda caught a few things, and I think in me, because I'm so when you're so close to it, it's like hard to edit yourself, and I'm like, looks great to me.
Yeah.
And it does. It's just an action-packed, incredible adventure. And if you guys don't mind, Brian, real quick, this gorgeous double-page spread that Adriana did that introduces Garga. Can you let the people out there, because a lot of the people that are watching, that will be watching this, they may not be familiar with who our individual characters are. So could you give a little insight into your character, into Garga?
Yeah, so the character Garga is actually the leader of a cult on a world that is controlled by Calissa Gore. Calissa Gore is our arch villain, and Garga is her sister. So the conflict really amps up because these are two sisters with completely opposing viewpoints. Garga, with her cult, has actually garnered a lot of the positive sentiment on that homeworld. And of course, Calissa Gore cannot have it. So when we meet our character Garga, she's actually been imprisoned. And it's the two of the deadly trio.
Duo.
The deadly duo actually break her out, so to speak. In the double-page spread you're looking at, she's breaking free of her bonds, but she also, because of necessity, she senses some opposition, so she transforms into her gargoyle persona, Garga. So I don't want to say too much more because we definitely want to have some mystery to this. But what I would say is this character Garga, who has something in common with comic book characters that are prone to anger, she's quick to judgment. Her sentiments run very hot, and that makes a great contrast to the other characters in the Deadly Trio.
Yeah, it's almost like a alien, violent version of Wicked.
There you go. Well,
Jimmy,
also,
please.
Just in conclusion, I would also say, look, I'm known for doing the powerful yet sensual and sexually proud characters, and Garga continues that tradition.
Yeah,
it's a very Brian character. That's
yes, it is. Yep. I mean, look at her right here. Look, and she's beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, this is Garga again in her human persona, but it just so happens that she knows the character Rondo from other adventures to one day be seen.
And Rondo is one of your characters, Jimmy. So if you could maybe let everyone in on your characters.
Yeah, well, Rondo's based on Amanda. Amanda had a cat named oh God, I'm gonna have to get Amanda down here for the Rondo. The name of the cat was Rondo Becky Rocket Monkey. I think that was the full name.
Yeah.
And so we decided to kind of, just work that into the character. But the relationship the two characters are like one character for me. Like they each a different part of the brain working together. And it's interesting because this book, it really is the three or four of us, because I call Amanda Amanda and I work together. It's like one person. This really is an amalgam of the three of us. This book. It's funny because I've read it around 3,000 times, and I read it again this morning. And this morning I was like, I wish we did this in this panel, but who cares? But it's never going to end with me. So that's why deadlines are very important for freelancers. they stop picking on things.
Right.
But I really got a good sense this morning when I read through it again, because I read through the final lettering and everything. And I said, yeah, man, it really, and it's because I know you guys so long. It's like, I see it so much in there. Like, I wonder if people outside of us are gonna read this and go, "Oh, that's definitely, you know, Billy's section. That's definitely Brian's." Like, I wonder if they're gonna do that. I know it's easy to find mine because I overwrite. I definitely like a lot of story, and that's probably the first thing that stands out about my stuff is how much of the panel it takes up, the word balloons. But I'm really just happy with the way the characters kind of get along too, you know, and it makes so much sense when you read it clean. The book is really just so much fun and so crazy. I'm excited for everybody to get it. You know?
Yeah, you also have a very reader friendly style of writing because you helped me rewrite a lot of mine because I was trying to get with my character, which we'll move on after we talk about Dorian, your character.
Yeah.
I tend to get a little bit pedantic, if we will, I guess.
Well, Dorian's she walks into this as an emotional wreck in a way, right? Because she's coming from a place where she's seen her planet destroyed, and she's carrying around this weight, and she has this thing in her, and I try to get it across in writing, where she knows something bad is going to happen, and she's trying to warn people, and anybody that has a loved one that's smoking understands that. You know, you're like, you know, you're trying to say, hey, don't do that because it's bad for you or whatever. She has this thing that she's trying to kind of convince people of something that they don't want to be convinced of. They don't want to deal with it. It's
and they don't want to believe it.
No, they don't want to believe it because it's too hard to process.
Mm-hmm.
And she's carrying the weight of that, and I think it explains why we have a page where Dorian is kind of just stopping and looking at the world around her, and it makes total sense for the character to do that. It's a little pause in the story, but it also gives what we're trying to get across, the idea of what's at stake for these characters and what's coming. And I'm just really proud of the way this book came out, and I'm hoping everybody buys all of them, so and we can keep doing more of them.
Excellent. And we
We do
got to
request everyone who's listening to the stream to please back this project when we go live next Wednesday. Thank you, Scott.
Yeah. Thanks,
next
Scott.
Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time, 5 p.m. Pacific time.
Yeah, I got my brothers out there and my buddy Doug.
What's up, guys?
Yeah. What's up, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we go to my character here, my
Yes.
character is Rianne, and she is one of those that doesn't want to. Her people are one of the ones that don't want to believe what's coming. And my character is a very reactionary character. She's from a race of humanoids that literally wear their hearts on their sleeves. They're akin to human mood rings. You know, she's from this kaleidoscopic styled planet, and she's a pilot. And so when she is calm and content, she's almost like a turquoisey blue that you'll see in a lot of the covers. If she's envious, obviously she's green. You know, her emotions and her skin tone,
Like Billy.
like me, yeah, basically runs along the spectrum of the the spectrum, the color spectrum, the Roy G. Biv, if you will. So here's the scene right here that she starts turning red because she sees something coming. Again, guys, it was a lot of fun working with you two. We've got a tremendous amount of action and heart, but it's also fueled by these amazing artist contributors that have come aboard with us to deliver some of the greatest variant covers I've ever seen. And if we can go through a couple of these, here's Adriana's cover, who is our penciler on it. Just so striking, really is.
Yeah, and this is
great.
colored by Giuliano, so that will also show you this is what the inside of the book looks like. This is the team right there.
Yeah. This is the interior of the book is this cover. So, I mean, if you like that, you're going to love what's inside.
Yep. And again, Adriana's as well. Again, here's my cover that I kind of, I wanted it to be almost like a movie poster. I was thinking Bob Peak, if you will. I got the original right here. There's the original.
Nice. Oh, cool.
That I inked. I had a lot of fun with it. I wanted to do Garga in her demonic form, and of course include Rocket Monkey down there too with Dorian and Rian. The Amanda Connor collection. Jimmy, is this tentacle porn, metallic tentacle porn? Is your wife into this?
It has
How
tentacles.
dare
As
she?
far as being porn-like, that's up to your brain.
Is there something wrong with me?
Yeah, well, you know, we all know that. That's why we're here. Yeah, this is just Amanda having fun with the characters, putting them in a crazy situation, and then, as she always likes to do, integrate the art with the logos. She loves crashing logos, Amanda, especially since she loves doing lettering too. A lot of times on the art, she does the logos. It drives Marvel and DC crazy, but it always looks better. But it's just a fun cover that she penciled, inked, and I helped the color, but she colored 99% of it. She did a great job. So, very cool.
She's a triple threat, isn't she?
She is.
Yes.
Joe Linsner, look at this. One of the premier illustrators in comics for the past 30 plus years, has also joined our little team. Thank you, Joe Linsner. We all love you for that.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Yeah, this is the anti-gravity cover. This is everybody floating in space. So cool. Joe is so great.
Look how hot these chicks are too. Look at them. Oh my God. Look at.
Yeah, I mean, look at the lighting on them.
Yeah.
You know, look at just the lighting on the butt cheeks are amazing.
And
Joe draws the best boobs. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, man. You know,
he does.
He's just fantastic.
He's the man.
Chad Harden, world famous Harley Quinn artist, plus of his own creative own projects. What a great cover, man. This is
we're gonna steal all these ideas we talked about.
Yeah, for the stories.
Chad just, you know, from our Harley Quinn days, just keeps getting better. This cover is just beautiful. He penciled, inked, and colored it. The guy is a one-man machine. I adore him.
Yeah, the work is amazing. We've been lucky enough to have Chad contribute covers to us as well, and every time we receive them, it's a delight because there's just so much wonderful surprises there.
He's a great guy too. Really, really sweetheart.
Yeah, and we need a planet that resembles
emerald. It's an emerald planet.
Yep, we need an emerald planet. The great Diego Bernard. Come on, Brian Pulido. You
Diego Bernard is the artist on Lady Death for the past 6 years. We are so happy and blessed every day we get in a page from Diego, and he is such a attuned artist. We sent him all the basic comps of what we were doing, and he's able to kind of replicate this movie poster-like image. And it's the main cover that shows our archvillain, Calissa Gore, in all her glory. So yeah, getting work in by Diego Bernard, I feel like I'm always just in the pocket. Like this is, for me, this is what making comics is all about, is getting pages and just get knocked out every time you see them.
Look at that! Look at the reflections on the floor, the feet and the legs, the lighting on the legs and stuff. It's just stunning, really.
And that looks like an award-winning movie poster. And Jimmy used to create.
I used to design them. Yeah, I used to design them all the time. I would use somebody like him in a second.
The great Joel Gomez too.
Joel Gomez is another Coffin Comics contributor. Has been actually an artist working for us over 10 years on the characters La Muerta, and most recently our supernatural Western Lady Gunfighter, which people are enjoying. And he has his own very succinct style. Joel also has like decades experience in comics. He used to work at Wildstorm back in the Image days as background artist, and he's done advertising work for Warner Brothers. But yeah, he's been lending his talents to Coffin now for literally 10 years. This is his 10-year anniversary.
Thank you, Scott.
He's a fantastic storyteller too. That's he's a great storyteller.
And dude, he's the one drawing your matchup of La Muerta meets She.
Can we say that? Oh, okay, because Debbie got mad.
We announced it. It's all good. I don't want to take away from the Deadly Trio, but he's illustrating it.
No, that's great. Yeah, that's the cover I have to work on this weekend. And thank you. And I apologize.
You're our last cover.
Jose Verez?
Yeah, Jose Verez out of Florida, another frequent contributor. Actually, he's in your neck of the woods somewhere there, Jimmy. He's great. I mean, he gets it. That he's a bad girl artist through and through. And there it is. What can you say? The work is beautiful. Ezekiel Dominguez, another very fine, talented colorist. I've always thought colorists are major contributors in comics. I I always thought it was funny back in the day where it'd be, the people who got the allocates were writer, pencil, inkler. I'm like, the colorist brings so much life to what we do. And look at it in this case.
Oh yeah, colorist could be a hand grenade in the art.
Yep.
Yes.
I mean, this is just beautiful. Look at the not only I'm looking at just the art, how they look and everything, but it's just the dimension, the foreground, the background. It's just beautiful. Did a great job, Jose.
Yeah. Big
way to go, Jose.
And more mechanical tentacle porn. I'm digging it. Something wrong with me. And Brian, just something else I want to reach out is to point out. You are giving 20 free U.S. shipping.
Yeah. So our promise to everybody, if you back a physical tier, you're going to get the following. You're going to get a free digital download, free U.S. shipping and handling, and any free bonus items we unlock during the campaign, some of which can be quite juicy. So yeah, what you're seeing is the full price.
Just striking. Ben,
we like juicy.
Jimmy, did you bring in Ben?
I did.
Yep.
Ben did a Painkiller Jane cover for me not too long ago, and it kicked ass. But I've known Ben for a while. I've actually been buying his art as a fan for a long time, and I mentioned this project to him, and I literally just gave him the book and said, do whatever you want. Just go in there and do whatever you want. I trust your sensibilities. And like most artists, when you tell them to do whatever they want, they come back with something you would never even think about. Right.
Juicy.
And this one, he came in with a full wraparound cover. So the front is obviously to the right and the back, but it's got so much power. It's so unique. It's Ben's style. Ben's working with Frank Miller right now. So his next big book is a big Frank Miller book coming out. But we're lucky to get him on this. And he just knocked it out of the park. It's like that Fazetta moment. Caught a great moment, and there it is.
Amazing.
Thank you so much, Ben, for coming on board. Dan Lawless, man.
Oh yeah, Dan is great.
He does some of the most beautiful women, some of the most badass, barbarian.
He did a great Lady Death cover for the comics market last year. It was dynamite.
He's got this Frazetta influence to his palette because he's another one who's a double, triple threat type that he can write and he can illustrate and he can paint, digital paint too. And this is just gorgeous. I'm going to buy a bunch of these. Leandro Oliveira is my inker he's more of he inks with pencil, so almost like a finisher, because we wanted for the new She Gatecrasher comic. And because I love he has such super tight pencils that we're like, I don't even think we have to ink this because the way he does it. And then we have Brian Miller coming on board, who from Hi Fi Color, who we've all used so much. Brian's got an extraordinary palette too. It just gives this beautiful watercolor tone to it. And it's just, every panel then kind of flows right into the next without the big black borders breaking it up. And I just love working with him. He really is a dream to work with, and Fred Marinho too as an extraordinary colorist. And Eve Eve Sosa is also someone that works with. I met Eve through Leandro, and she is just a dynamite talent. Again, Fred on the colors again, and just bam, man, just going on, man. And then we've got lots of commemorative sets. We've got print packages. We've got the Amanda Connor one, the Billy Tucci one, the Cosmic Metallic. What is that, Rob?
Cosmic Metallic card set.
Metallic card set. What is this?
They're
5
cards
kilo
made out of metal.
Trading cards made of effing metal. Just 199 of them. Look how that's gonna pop. Again, guys, we got a lot of great stuff on this campaign. So many levels, so many perks, something for everyone that expands the entire price range. And I guarantee you will not be disappointed. The Deadly Trio right now, the link is in the description that you can go to our preview page right here. You can get to look at all the perks, and on the side, there's all the perks with all the prices. We get a great description of the book. Again, this is something I'm so excited about, guys. I'm looking forward to focusing on this all next week and into into the end of 2024. If you guys could please support us. We launch when, Brian?
We launch Wednesday, November 20th at 8 p.m. Eastern. What is it? 5 p.m. Pacific.
Yep.
Right. Yep.
And we're going to have a party.
We will.
Debbie and I get some wine. Amanda will be on hand, right?
Yeah, we're gonna have fun, man.
Excellent.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
We'll watch those. We're gonna watch those numbers. We're gonna watch those numbers.
Let's go, man.
Look, we all we want to do is keep making more of these books, and we hope you guys support us. And again, I say it all the time: go out and make some noise for us, because we do our best, but you guys have this superpower, man. Like, talking it up really helps our campaign, so we really appreciate that.
100%.
Absolutely.
Yep, 100%. Any final words, guys? I said we go about a half hour because I got to get to work. I got to start doing roughs for you, Brian.
Yes.
Any last words? Anything?
I'll start. I have.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in the next week or so, everybody, instead of going out to eat, make a meal at home or two, and then put that money aside, and you'll be able to pick up mostly everything here. That's it.
Yeah, and guys, though, Brian, I'll interrupt. This is not like an Indiegogo. This will not be on Indiegogo. This is a strictly Kickstarter project. Brian, as you guys may well know, again, I have to do a cover for Brian, which was due on Veterans Day, for a book that's coming out in March. That's how that launching in March. That's how Brian works. He does it the right way. It's a great lesson to be learned. It's a great way of doing business. But by also doing so, Brian is already working into his 2025 projects. 2026 projects he's already working on.
Yeah, we just finished writing our last script of 2025.
Yeah. So yes, holy cow. So this is going to be a campaign that is strictly on Kickstarter. Once it's done, it is done, because Brian needs his numbers. He's going to go. They go right to the printer, and so for an easy and fast fulfillment. And Brian, when will this book be fulfilled?
That's a good question. I don't have it in front of me, but I think we're February, March.
February, March.
Yeah.
It's right on the campaign, I think.
Perfect.
Any
parting shots, my friend, Brian?
Well, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank you guys for the fun we've had to date on this project. And what I am hoping is that this fun is reflected on the page and in the excitement of the fan base out there for each one of our fan bases. If you like what we do, we're going to deliver the goods with the Deadly Trio. It's exactly what you expect from us, but in a way you never expected. So please be with us. Back us in the first 24 hours. It's very meaningful when people back really, really fast. So I want to thank you for watching the stream tonight. And we cordially invite you to our pre-launch party, which will be 1/2 hour before we launch. We're all going to get on streams and we're all going to booze it up, and we're going to watch the thing go live, and we're going to watch the numbers, and we're going to lose our minds. So let's all do it together.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody. Thank you guys for joining us. The Deadly Trio launching next Wednesday. We're going to have a launch party. It's going to be lit. Thank you all for joining us, watching us live, for all the people that always end up watching us afterwards. And James Bella, looks great. Thank you so much. And heck yes, let's go Islanders, brother. Thank you guys for watching us. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for over 30 years of us in the business together. We've been friends for 3 decades. As you said, Brian, we're approaching our 4th decade. Holy crap. As friends and creators, and you guys out there have really allowed us to live our dreams and to support our families.
Absolutely true.
Making comics, man, right?
Yeah. That's the whole story.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep. So sayonara, everybody. I'm gonna say goodbye. And
I'm gonna say goodbye too. Yep. I answer to a higher power. I'm doing date night with Francisco Pulido.
There you go. I take my wife to dinner too.
All right. So everybody, thank you so much. I'm trying to find the end screen. There it is. And we'll see you guys next Wednesday. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you,
everybody. Thank you. Cheers.
Hey, everyone. Thank you for joining us on Pop XP. If you haven't already, make sure to click that subscribe button and also click the bell for notifications when we go live and we upload some awesome new content. Also, don't forget to head on over to Twitter and follow us at the Pop XP. and over on Instagram at the PopXP. Thanks again, everyone, and we'll see you soon.